welcome back to our second episode of the emotion with me. I still have my guest, Japheth. He stole my name on the show. He also calls himself Jeff. Um, we continuing this conversation about emotion. It's a very intense conversation, and I understand that a number of people have really wanted to understand what emotion is when he mentioned previously in our past episodes with him. And today we are down to it talking about emotions. And before we continue the episode, as usual, I want to give the shout out to Pride Inn Hotel for the space. As I always say, whenever you're coming from where you are, or you have your conference, you're planning a night out, or whatever you want to do, please check out on their website. Reach out to them. Make sure you mention the Okwako Outlook. Jefferson has referred you to them. Probably they might consider to give you something like a discount. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Japheth,
Yes.
we have, in our first conversation, we've been dealing with, we have been looking at what emotions are. We have been trying to understand what emotions really are. And now we want to jump into something a little different. Still talking about emotion, but we want to talk about healing from emotional wounds. That is trauma, pain, and recovery. I know in your area you've dealt with so many people who are suffering from trauma, childhood trauma, pain that is caused by other things, and you have walked these people through the journey of recovery and them realizing that, I mean, it's possible for them. By the way, is it possible for somebody to heal from childhood trauma completely?
Depends on how you define healing.
Mm-hmm.
You see, one of the things
Mm-hmm.
About healing is you also have to define healing
Mm-hmm.
for you. What does healing looks like for you? Does healing look like don't have memories of your childhood? Does healing look like acceptance? Does healing means you are moving in a positive direction, that you finally known where you are stuck and you're moving? Does healing mean you now have a Prado and a car?
Or you've achieved something.
Yes, so healing is very personal. What I can say is that wherever you are, you are like a boy, not a boy, someone. Let's use a boy. You're like a boy sitting on the beach and looking at the horizon. And that boy, you can imagine that boy looking at the horizon, wondering what's there, and they have that. And they go to that horizon only to find there is another
Horizon.
And that is what our inner world looks like.
Yeah.
And that is what healing looks like. So you heal from some things, then other things come.
Okay.
But the most important thing, you're moving. Maybe the other analogy is going up a spiral. If you're going up a spiral, this is your spiral.
Yeah.
You're down here, all your problems are around like this. So as you don't go up like this, you go up like this.
If you move this in a spiral way.
Yes. So sometimes you'll still re-experience those things. Not because you're not human, but just because you're human.
Yeah.
Because this mind that experiences the emotional pain is also relapsing in nature. Sometimes we remember things we don't want.
Yeah.
You are sitting in your car, you hear a song, and then you remember your ex who called you stupid. Because the day they called you stupid, you are listening to that song. And
because it was the favorite song, she dedicated to you or you dedicated to her. So it reminds you of the bad emotions.
We wouldn't say you haven't healed, we're just saying you are on a journey.
Yeah.
And that's
You're a human being. So it's okay not to be okay.
It's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's really okay. It's just a word.
Okay. You know, we have emotional pain, we have childhood wound, we have trauma, we have emotional. I mean, a lot of things that we go through because this life has a lot of ups and downs.
And that is a fact of life.
Yeah.
That is a fact of life. So it's up to you or an individual to train your mind. That this is pain, this is how it is pain.
Yeah.
As you grow up, there is what you observe, there is what you're told, there is what you pick up. And sometimes you bring that into adulthood. Maybe sometimes you can reveal that. Were you told wrong? There are some things you lacked that you believed you'll never get, such that even when you get them in your adulthood, your mind pushes them away.
Yeah.
Can you begin accepting those things? Are there things you believed that are so wrong that you can change now?
So if you don't embrace change, the possibility of you being stagnant is imminent.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not changing, you are just there.
So how do unresolved emotions from childhood or past trauma affects us in adulthood?
The things we believe, the things we do, how we interpret our emotions, the way we think about ourselves, the way we think about the world, and the way we think about, and the way we think, and the way we think the world thinks about us. It's like a tongue twister, like the way we think the world thinks about us. Yeah. So in those many ways. Because if a childhood wound of neglect and abandonment tells you are all alone in adulthood, even if people want to connect with you, you find that you're not able because your mind believes you're all alone and everybody else is work.
Yeah.
Everybody else is work. Nobody's.
or probably you were neglected when you were young. You grew up as a lonely child.
Yes.
So even in your adulthood, you will never impress the company of other people.
Yes. And let's use the same neglect. If you are neglected and what you believed is I've been neglected because it's my fault, so I have to please everybody. I have to do what everybody tells me.
Yeah. So you become a people pleaser.
You'll be doing everybody's telling you, even what they're not telling you, because your mind believes that is when you feel the acceptance.
Yeah. So you're seeking to be validated even with the wrong people. I think that's the reason why a number of people can stay in very toxic relationship, but they can't really quit because
their mind has formed meaning around that.
Yeah.
That is familiar for them. See?
Yeah.
That is what their mind has interpreted as safe. The subconscious, the unconscious bit. So in the conscious they're suffering. But the unconscious is like, no, this is home. This is what we know.
We are right here.
And even in recovery of such, you find that the mind creates barriers for that.
Yeah, for recovery.
So, yes, your own mind. Your own mind is like, no, what are we trying to? We are trying to offset. Yes. And then you find patterns such as self-sabotage. Okay. Whereby you've picked on a very positive route and things are working out, but because the mind is used to chaos, the mind is used to that.
You want to find where chaos
the mind takes off the motivation to do that, and you find yourself going back to what you're familiar with. Because then again, even this healing has so many unknowns. So your mind is telling you, no, we don't know this, we don't know this, we don't know this, and then you retreat back to your shell.
As a therapist, me, when I come to you as a person who needs to walk through the journey of healing, I have so many little boxes in my mind and there is a single one. I think everybody has little boxes in their mind. And they have a specific one. If you touch that one, you're like, so I am so sure as a therapist, you need to get to that box that has what we call cobwebs that have never been touched in somebody's life. How are you able to navigate through to get to that box for this person to be completely actually? I'm not saying that it could be really complete, but at least for this person to understand that this has been my biggest blockage for me to heal from the childhood trauma. Or
So number one, the first thing about trauma. Trauma is re-experiencing unsafety. Is there a word like that?
re-experiencing unsafety.
It's re-experiencing emotions from the past.
Okay.
Especially emotions that told you I'm not safe, I'm not.
Not recurring. You have recurring emotions and then we have the.
Yeah, they are recurring. But you see, in your mind you don't know it's the insecurity you're feeling. It's the lack of safety that is bringing this. Because that is what brings fear, that is what brings the anxiety and all of the others. So the first thing with healing any kind of emotion is to create safety. And you create safety by number one, knowing what trauma is. Even if it's not your trauma.
Somebody else's trauma.
Not just somebody, just know about trauma. For example, in therapy. Even before, you can't come in a session and then I'm asking you, now, what happened in your childhood? Who beat you? What happened? Who had you?
But we have therapists who do that. Do we?
Not right off.
Yeah.
You see, for trauma-informed care, not right off. For trauma-informed care, we have to start by setting therapy a safe space.
You know, the reason why I'm telling you there's therapists like those ones, I told you I've been to therapists. I've been to therapists myself. I've had the experience to a point I said I'm not going back there. Because why you get to a therapist and he tells you to tell him what happened to there are things I had never shared with anybody yet. Now this person, it's your first time and she or him is telling you need to start talking about, and you are running away from this topic of discussion.
So that can run the risk of re-traumatization. That's why it's very important, even for the first few engagements.
Yeah.
Myself, I wouldn't rush you. I would make you feel safe. First with me. Therapy, understand. Therapy is when we go through trauma. This is what trauma does, so that you understand. Because, for example, I'll make you understand that even as we continue sharing, there are things you might want to hold back because avoidance is a symptom of trauma. It's a trauma response. So we'll normalize that.
How do you normalize that?
Telling you that I know you may be afraid to share some things or you don't want to share because avoidance is a trauma response. Whenever you're ready, you
can trust me. Tell me.
Not. You're going too fast.
Okay.
So
right.
After safety setting and understanding the trauma, then we do something we call a trauma narrative. The other aspect of safety setting before we go there, even before I ask you about your pain, what is good with you? What has been working?
Yeah.
Trauma has a way of telling you that nothing's working. When you're sad, when you're lonely, when you're angry, when you're anxious, your mind is telling you nothing.
Nothing is working.
The world is black.
Yeah. The world is cruel.
Before we even get there, let's see, what are some of your strengths? What is good in your life, even if it's one? Even the fact that you're there.
The healing begins by identifying one good thing in your life.
The things that pain did take away.
The greatest strength now.
Yes, and even if you think you have nothing, even being able to breathe, you don't acknowledge that. Pain has a way of
suppressing everything positive in your life.
Yes. So even before we get to that, let's first see this side that has been untouched. Let's first celebrate that.
Yeah.
Let's honor your story.
Yeah.
Let's talk about before the pain. or
The
you're
good
happy.
memories you had.
Yes. By that time, your mind is feeling safe with yourself, and by the time we get there, we look. Now we'll come to the traumatic bits, and we'll see what did this trauma do to you. What happened? Because trauma is not about the event.
Yeah.
Trauma is what happened inside of you. But your mind doesn't do that. Your mind wants to concentrate on what happened. See, what happened already happened. And our minds, being geared towards survival and towards problem solving, our minds only solve problems that they can see. For example, I have a glass of water here. I'm thirsty. Problem solved. Okay? So if something happened in the past and my mind is concentrating on that, that is a problem to the mind. Number one, it was a problem. And number two, it can't pick the physical bit of the problem. So the mind panics and the emotions now go
Explodes
overboard. What you don't realize that what happened to you inside you then, you still have it now. So in trauma healing, we now concentrate on what happened inside you. And because you still have that even now, we cannot change what happened, but we can start changing what happened inside you. Once, number one, we recognize that maybe what happened inside you, your innocence was taken away. Your sense of enjoying life was taken away. Your sense of belonging was taken away.
Yes.
Your identity was taken away. We recognize that. Number two, we acknowledge that.
The feeling of being nothing.
Yes, it has been there. And then number three, we can now start looking at how can we reclaim that? Do we have to change our thought patterns? Is this something, is there a coping mechanism that we have to pick that you'll be doing every day so that with time your mind learns that you are recovering this thing? And then after that, now that we are acknowledging this pain and you have a few tools, we do something we call consolidation. How do you live with this pain? This pain has been there. It had stagnated your life in this way. Now that you want to move on with life, how do you move on with life with that pain? Because that pain is yours too. How can this pain work for you? What are the lessons?
So you change pain into something.
What are some things you can add? What are some values you've picked over the years trying to navigate this pain that you can now project onto? What are some of the negative values you picked that you can drop? Right? And then we create a support system. In the community, are there other people going
through the same?
You're walking the same journey. We connect. Because the other thing that pain does, pain isolates you. Okay? Pain has a way of making you feel alone. Nobody gets me. Nobody, even if I told you my pain,
you will not understand me.
Not understand. You start plugging in. So when you combine all of those things, you give your heart the chance to let go. You don't force it. It is a journey. It doesn't happen instantaneously. Even if you have gone to sessions, you just don't heal because you've sat.
It has to start from inside. Or
even if it starts, wherever it starts, it is still a journey that you embrace. Yes.
Okay. What are signs that someone is carrying emotional wound unknowingly? Is it possible, by the way, for someone to carry an emotional wound unknowingly and still coping and just living normally, yet he's hiding from inside?
Well, have you ever heard of the things bleeding on others? If you find yourself reacting to other people in unwarranted ways, okay, overly
Overly.
aggressive.
Oh yeah, I understand where you come from. Overly. All right. Yeah. You say overly, not
overly
overly.
aggressive
Overly aggressive.
with people who,
Mm.
you know, have constant feelings of sadness and loneliness,
Mm.
trying to suppress thoughts and memories of things that happened,
Yeah.
or when you remember those things, you feel agitation,
Yeah.
trying to avoid going to those places where your pain happened,
Mm.
trying to avoid those people,
Mm.
those memories. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, those are some of the ways in which you can, right? Some people, it can be compounded with nightmares.
Mm. So nightmare also could be a sign of
A constant, not you don't have one nightmare and then you say no.
constant nightmare.
Yeah, that poor sleep. You get.
Mm.
Yeah. So
If you have a poor sleeping pattern, that could be also a sign of
it's not the only
emotion.
thing, It's not the only thing.
I'm saying,
but
could
it
it be?
could be.
Could be
Yeah.
one of the
Because you're
signs.
trying to sleep and you can't because
Yeah.
of maybe the memories or maybe the heart.
Okay.
There's that your mind hovering around the same issue
Mm.
over and over again. There's another one, attracting the same kind of people in your life.
Crazy people, but you can't let them go.
If-
Okay.
If you had
Having
your first ex was abusive,
second.
second ex was abusive, third fourth, and now you're number 5, and you're
Still
keeping the
abusive.
same type of people.
Yeah.
There is
That is emotional wounds, and you do not know that you.
there are so many things. If you are having behaviors in your life that are stressful for you, but you keep doing them,
You constantly do them, and you feel okay.
they are stressful for you, but you keep doing it. Okay. For example, something
Addiction.
like addiction, people pleasing.
Yeah.
It's very very.
If I keep on, like, if somebody has wronged me first time, second time, and I still bring back this person in my life, I have a problem. I'm asking because I have had such friends where somebody did hurt you and hurt you again, and then you still feel like
No, the question would be, when they are back in your life, does it hurt you that they are back too, or does it hurt you that they hurt you? You see,
it hurts.
There is no a straight yes or no with this, because it depends on a lot of things. But if you are doing something that is harmful to you and it seems like you have no control over it, whether it's a relationship or something, there is a problem. Yes.
Okay.
So the thing is the harm, and the harm can be emotional, it can be mental, it can be financial, it can be spiritual, it can be social, it can be many things.
If you're doing something that you enjoy in a short period of time and then thereafter you start regretting,
that's addiction.
it's an addiction.
Yes.
So that
let's call it a general. It's a maladaptive
behavior. Okay.
Yes. Addiction is one of them.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find that you have these maladaptive behaviors, and you know very well they are maladaptive to you, the things you're holding on that they're harmful to you, then that means your mind is stuck on something, and sometimes you may not realize what it is. Yes. Because all the mind wants to do is survive, and sometimes when it's trying to survive, it doesn't do that very well. Our mind, whoever made us, forgot to give us an upgrade, because our mind was designed for the jungle. It was designed so that you not be eaten by the lion or you be killed by
it's designed in a certain way.
Yes. But now we are modern, and we don't no longer have that. So we have threats that we cannot see.
I need to ask this one. I have seen people. We are talking about now. This is a therapist like a therapy session. We have seen people who are addicted to something and they go for prayers, and they don't seek therapy. What would you advise? That is it, because we have actually. I remember myself. I was suffering. I wouldn't mention it. They said, but I had a certain addiction, and every time we would have a meeting or prayer, every day you'll just see me praying and crying about. And the more I pray about, there was a time I fasted for over 7 days dry, and then I started now doing partial for almost 21 days. And the day I broke the fast, I did the same thing. Now it even became worse. So, do you think spiritually this does it also?
I'll go back to something I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We are complex beings. We are made of many parts.
Mm.
Belief has been shown to alter our brain chemistry, positively and negatively. And we are all different. So for some people, prayer works. For some,
Therapy works.
and also this therapy. There are also therapists who use religion.
Okay. You go to a therapist and
there are therapists who use medication. There are therapists who use. The thing is, for anybody else, as a human being, you're too broad to narrow yourself to one thing.
Yeah. If you narrow it in a spiritual way, you.
Yes. And we are also too many. How many billion?
2 billion. Is it 2.1 billion?
That's China, Pegake. That's China.
The world.
Or India. I think.
China 2 billion. I think.
I think we are 7-8 billion.
7,
I don't know.
In the world.
Check the facts. My point is, we are too many to box ourselves in one corner and say this is it. We are too complex, too many, too broad. Right? So even as a person, even with that belief and prayer, support it with other things.
Yeah.
True.
I was actually coming to that point where you will see some other pastors even saying, don't go to the hospital, don't go to a therapist. It can still work either way.
You have to create a balance. Yeah. I've seen people who go being prayed for, they had an addiction and they stopped.
Yeah.
This thing is very powerful, and belief has been shown to alter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the possibilities.
And it can work for somebody else. Yeah. Just like in addiction treatment.
Yeah.
We have an array of interventions we can use. And we find some interventions, they work for some people, others don't.
Yeah. So it's the matter of believing.
It's a matter of not boxing yourself.
To some small box, you need to be diverse.
Yes, you need to be diverse, as your mind is. So if you go there and prayer works for you,
so be it.
That's why we came here.
Yeah.
If you go, it doesn't work, it doesn't mean you have failed. There's something else out there for you.
You can try therapy.
If you come to therapy and it doesn't work, there's
seek prayer. Could be spiritual issue.
No, we even as therapists, we are different kind of therapists. There are others who use certain approaches that others don't use. It doesn't mean one approach is wrong and the other is right. It only means we are different, and that's okay.
Yeah. The diversity.
Many things can be true at the same time. Yes.
All right. So what is the link between emotions and addiction or mental health struggles?
Very nice. Very nice question. So it's usually like this,
That one, the way you prepare yourself.
It's usually like this. And I'm going to use a simple analogy of a shower. You know, going to the shower.
Shower?
Yeah, like bathing.
Like
cleaning yourself.
Or taking a bath.
Taking a bath. Taking a bath.
Alright.
We said
whichever way.
Diaspora guys.
Depends with your English teacher.
Well, just throw it out there. Why do you bathe?
Why do I bathe? So many reasons.
One.
I want to be clean. I want to smell good. I don't want to smell like a piece of something.
Okay, all of those you want to be clean.
Yeah, I want to be clean.
How do you feel after taking a shower?
You feel refreshed. Even your confidence, like you become a bit, the confidence, you boost your confidence.
Relax. relaxed.
You feel also relaxed.
Happier.
Yeah.
Like, was there that on you? In your mind?
No.
So I'm trying to explain what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So you needed to take a shower because you are dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So your mind brings you to it.
Mm-hmm.
And once your mind has brought you to it, it has to coordinate everything. Opening the shower, looking for soap, showering, needing the whole process. And after you are done, your mind will recognize we've done a good thing, and then your mind will produce dopamine, which is a chemical. So you feel good, you feel relaxed, and then the dopamine will go all the way to the to this part of your brain, so that you can remember to do it tomorrow, so that you can be motivated to do it tomorrow. When not so nice things are happening, okay, that system is suppressed. Okay? And the not so nice things are things like neglect, abandonment, violence, all of those things. That system is repressed. So you can imagine for a young child whose reward system is developing. They need the society and the people around for that system to you see that constant reward and motivation. So they feel good, and then it also affects other chemicals as well, but I'm not going to dive into that. So if that system has been suppressed for a long time, and then at a certain point, your mind comes across something that ignites that system. The mind thinks we've found the solution. Let me tell you how drugs work. All drugs do is, once the drug is in your mind, depending in your brain, depending on the type of drug, it has a way to ignite that same system that is ignited when you shower, where dopamine is released, you feel nice, then it goes up here so that you remember to do it again. So if the remembrance is, this thing has fixed our problems, then
let's do it again.
We do it again, we do it again. Such that even when you want to stop, that system is already telling you,
no, don't stop. Continue. It's already adopted.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. So you see how emotions and how we feel over time may end up affecting the coping mechanisms that we end up picking because of the way those coping mechanisms make us feel. So that coping mechanism may make you feel good in the short term, but bad in the long term. But that pathway is so entrenched such that sometimes you find in the long term, even when you no longer feel good about it, you're unable to stop. So it's not only emotional, by that time it's also physical and also psychological, because there's also the thinking patterns that comes with it. For example, believing you cannot have fun without drugs, believing you cannot have a happy time with your friends because
you must have something to drink.
So if you're with somebody and you are just feeling the conversation is flat and your mind is telling you we need a whiskey here, it's not about the whiskey, it's what your mind is telling you and what your mind has been telling you for so long, such that it believes it is true. Because if that was to be entirely true, then that means people don't drink boring. I don't think it's true.
Not people,
but people will believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
Not because they want to, but because that is their experience, and that is what their experience has told them to be true. So you see, emotions, thinking pattern, behavior, over and over again, just overlapping with each other. Yes.
Wow. So how can people begin to process painful emotions in a healthy way?
I kind of talked about that when I was talking about the other process, where first identify the things that are good with you. Your pain doesn't define you. Then pay attention to what is happening inside of you rather than outside. It's important. Outside is also important, but for the long-term bit is inside. Let me give maybe a more practical way for the audience. And we'll take 3Ds. 3Ds. These are just simple steps.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll give 2 practical things you can do. First, I'll give the 3Ds. The 3Ds method is where you discover. First of all, discover this pain. Why am I unable to manage my life? Why? Just discover. Deal with it. By dealing with it, is 2 things. You either identify things you can do differently, and for the things you cannot change, you accept them.
You live with them.
Yes, you just learn to accept. Acceptance is also a journey. You just I accept. It's not a court case, You can say something like, I am willing to accept. Maybe I'm not able now.
Yeah.
That's deal. Then the 3rd day is discard. 3 days. Discover, deal, discard. So for the discard, it's not throwing it in the bin. For the discard, it's now actively living a reality away from your pain. Saying, I am this person. My pain has been making me do this, but I want to be this person.
Yeah.
And for me to be this person, this is what I need to do. That's how you discard your pain, by action. You start doing things now that will embody the you want to become. Not the you your mother is telling you or your father or the society. The you
that you want to become.
Because you're the one who knows your story, you're the one who knows your pain. My advice is, let your story work for you, let your pain work for you.
So it's about me.
Yes.
Me and me.
The other method I'm going to give is a method where you use your body and your mind interchangeably. Believe it or not. Finding ways to sleep well, healthy sleep, 8 hours of sleep, very important. Diet. Because the things you feed your body, remember, the mind and body are in constant communication.
Yeah.
So feed your body healthy things. Okay? Because once your body is healthy, it communicates to your mind that you are there, you're taking care of it.
Yeah.
All right? 3, mentally or spiritual exercises, such as prayer, meditation. Okay? 4, take care of your mind in a way. Journaling. These are things you can do by journaling, sharing your experience in an non-judgmental.
That means you must have a group of people that you trust.
Not even a group, or
like maybe accountability.
People even write books about their pain and they heal.
Sure.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So journaling is
I go for seminars, not because I'm teaching them anything. I'm just telling my story. I tell my story. I feel
relieved.
Yes. And then create a routine. Create a routine where I journal, I eat well, I sleep well, and with time, your body learns to release. And then finally now, find positive coping mechanisms or emotional regulation techniques, such as breathing exercises. The last episode we did a breathing exercise.
Yes. Do we have another one today? So what role does therapy or counseling play in emotional healing?
It plays the role I've been explaining, helping you discover, helping you recognize, helping you acknowledge, helping you identify coping mechanisms, helping you see
the positive side of
what happened inside of you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And also offering somewhere where you can speak,
like offering a platform for you to be able to express yourself, right?
Your pain. Feel heard.
We have
validated.
We have about 2 or 3 minutes to go to end this session, but I have 2 more questions. I think how can someone support a loved one who is emotionally broken or suppressing pain?
Being an empathetic witness.
Just try to be there.
Just being present. Normalizing the emotions.
Yeah.
Whatever you're feeling is your experience and it's okay. Whenever you're ready, you'll share with me. I'm here for you if you need anything.
Just be
What
there.
can I do for you? Don't go telling them, take this water, you'll feel well. Ask them,
Yeah.
would you like a glass of water? Would a glass of water make you feel better? You know, don't give help, offer help.
Offer help.
Make the other person feel they still have power to say yes. Just be empathetic. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And when you identify something practical you can do,
Mm.
you can find for them a therapist, a doctor, or
Or
if
maybe
you
recommend a certain book that
a
somebody
certain
can
book.
or a
Would
movie.
you like us to take a walk? Or
Yeah.
I have found this place that people go and they feel better.
Yeah, let's
Would
go
you
there.
give it? Give it a try. You cannot force someone out of their misery.
What are some myths around emotional healing that keep people stuck? The
They're
myth.
expecting black or white. The number one myth,
Mhm.
and I think I'll stick with this.
Mhm.
People think emotional healing is when you wake up just happy and there's nothing else. The sky is blue.
Mm.
Yes, but emotional healing is a journey.
Okay.
There's no place called emotionally healed people this side.
A certain zone for heal.
It's
Emotional-
a journey.
Mm.
Emotional healing is living,
Yeah.
allowing yourself to live the way it is,
Mm.
and give your mind the chance. Trust your mind.
Yeah.
This thing is very capable when trusted in the right way.
Okay. All right. So we are coming to an end of an end of this session, and thank you so much for our viewers for supporting us. Continue supporting us by liking, subscribing, liking and sharing, and even offer your comment down there. Please tell us what we are trying to impact in your life, and we will continue bringing you more and more of this conversation. And before we go, we want to also to thank Pride for being our main supporter and giving us the space, and also to appreciate our direct Patrick for the good work you see happening here. We are really, really so grateful. And until next episode or next session, I am your host, Jefferson. See you in the next episode. Thank you.